Office of Inspector General. It's amazing how you look at one thing and then something else comes about. This is an idea that started because my minority leader had raised an issue 10 years ago. Our former head of finance, Mr. Gallison, she raised an issue about an educational enterprise that he was running. But there was no place for her to go with that. And so I started looking at this idea of an inspector general, which 9 other states already have. And one of the things I asked for, I said, how much money has Chairman Gallison gotten for this educational enterprise over it from 1986 to 2016? Find out, it came to a total of $3,783,000. Imagine that. Now, of course, he was convicted of something else, $800,000 taken from client. But imagine that, almost $4 million. Now, she had someplace to go with that 4 years ago, but what I found in the process is that this can be much more. And you do have a chart that was passed out, and the chart shows you the average tax bite for residents of all 50 states. And you'll notice the highlighted states on there have inspector generals. There are 9 states. The average tax bite nationally is around $5,500. States that have an IG, for the most part, are that or lower. And in fact, Florida, which has an IG not just for the state, but in all 30 departments, their tax bite is $3,635. Much less than the 55, and certainly much less than Rhode Island, which is $8,052. But what can an IG do? An IG and a great example, just look to Massachusetts. They have a great IG. Just in 2016, they found $12.6 million in fines, repayments, and penalties. So that was $12.6 million they identified that could go back to the state. And back in 2012, the Inspector General identified $233.5 million in potential cost savings. In Pennsylvania, the Inspector General saved $87.6 million in welfare fraud prevention. Establishing an Office of Inspector General, I believe, will send a message to taxpayers and business leaders that Rhode Island will not accept rampant corruption and misuse of public offices. Companies then can feel confident moving to Rhode Island, knowing that an independent office is watching out for waste, fraud, and abuse. And states with an IG spend less per person, as I said, than other states without an IG. You know, I had so many phone calls last night. We had a senator who I dearly love and respect who suggested a soda tax. She said it would help guide behavior and also would raise $27 million. Well, you know what? Perhaps we need to be able to guide behavior on a state spending level. And that kind of came to me last night as well. Now, I'm the guy that was talking about beach fees. I said we take in more than we spend. The speaker, hopefully was listening because he suggested that we could reduce the beach fees. I'm the guy that said, you know what? All because I got a call regarding 911 service. I found out that the office as a separate entity ended in 2008. But that the state continues to put on our phone bills, our landlines and our cell phone bills, $1 plus $1.26 on cell phones to a tune of $15 million a year since 2008, a total of $117 million that they've taken from taxpayers that they've said is going to 911, which it doesn't. And if you were to cost out 911, it's only $5.4 million. That's $10 million. So to say we need new revenues, no, what we need is better command of the revenues that we're collecting. You know, and the other one, beach fees. I put in a bill to get rid of beach fees. And they said, well, you know what? We need the money. Well, you know what? We put on, and it's now in effect, a summer rental fee. $7.1 million they're going to collect. Where's it going? Not for tourism, not to take care of the beaches, general fund. You know, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. And every time we keep finding new ways to take $1 out of people's pockets, our goal, my goal, is to put $1 back in people's pockets. That's where we need to go, and this is one way to do that. So, thank you.